Small Munsterlander, a breed of gun dog similar to spaniels and setters, but more versatile. Small Munsterlander are used to hunt almost all types of small game, both birds and quadrupeds. They have a sharp instinct, passion for work. Despite their extraordinary intellect, these dogs require patience and tact in training. In case of omissions, they can be stubborn and disobedient. The Small Munsterlander is a universal breed of hunting gun dogs that was formed in the 19th century in the area of the German Munster. It has different ancestors with a large Munsterlander and is not a related breed. Small Munsterlanders resemble spaniels and setters at the same time, but are more versatile when hunting on land and water. They are recognized by most international cynological organizations. Highlights and interesting facts. The Small Munsterlander is a rare breed in the United States, numbering around 2,000, and demand from hunters outstrips the number of available dogs, so breeders typically give preference to hunters. They are especially hard to come by for non-hunters there, and regardless are required to have their dog tested in the field and adhere to maintaining an updated health profile. They are more numerous in Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, Denmark, and the Czech Republic and are bred, trained and tested to high standards to maintain the superior versatility. Due to very low prevalence and high standards of the breed organizations, kennels and owners having a strong commitment to the health of the breed programs are overwhelmingly very selective in breeding dogs and are required to maintain OFA pen hip, surf and temperament clear. As a result, instances of congenital diseases and conditions are extremely low. In the United Kingdom, the breed is rarer still. Recognized by the Kennel Club as an imported breed in 2006, they are still to be established in the hunting community. The history of the breed. Originally a dog bred exclusively for noble families and to work with their families' falconers before guns were used in bird and small game hunting, ancestors of the Small Munsterlander, formerly the Kleiner Munsterlander Vorstand, had to work in upland areas to flush prey for the falcon, then allow the falcon to keep the prey until the falconer could retrieve it while the dog pointed at the catch. To this day the Small Munsterlander has excellent close searching and pointing drive. All privileges and immunities of the German nobility as a legally defined class were abolished on August 11, 1919 with the promulgation of the Weimar Constitution, recognizing all Germans as equal before the laws of their country. With wider availability of guns and land use for commoners, hunting became more popular, and the breed was further developed as a retriever that worked equally well in the field and water. The breed is considered to be uniquely effective in working as a team with the huntsman in all phases of the hunt, akin to the close cooperation between a sheepherder and border collie. It is an elite hunter within the versatile hunting dog arena and is trained to retrieve, hunt, and track the following: woodcock, rail, grouse, dove, partridge, chukar, quail, pheasant, duck, goose, rabbit, deer and fox. The Small Munsterlander is not a far-ranging dog, usually hunting close in heavier cover and ranging 100 to 150 yards in light cover, all in an effort to maintain the hunting partnership with its owner. The Small Munsterlander is one of the 4 oldest versatile breeds, and the long-haired versatile hunting dogs evolved from the Small Munsterlander and flat-coated retriever. The Small Munsterlander is thought to be well over 500 years old, originating from the Munster region of Germany, but not related to the large Munsterlander, and documentation of ancestors around the 13th and 14th centuries. By the 1800s the breed had fallen into obscurity. Small Munsterlanders were little known, kept by a few families on farms around Munster. For a half-century the few dogs that were bred were primarily companions and used when hunting to feed the family, rather than for sport. It developed a local reputation as the dog to have when a hunter's successor failure determined whether his family would have enough to eat. At the end of the 19th century, a concerted effort was made to re-establish the breed from the remaining lines in the Munster region. The fortunate outcome of the companion phase in the Small Munsterlander history was its excellent in-home personality. Cultural and wildlife use changes slowly put an end to the bred hunting and was replaced by recreational hunting. With the advance in firearms, falconry too became outmoded. At the turn of the century, Edmund Lons, brother of the famous hunting and nature poet Hermann Lons, discovered Small Munsterlanders in 2 towns in Lower Saxony. Lons obtained dogs from 2 lines. One line consisted of fine-boned, agile, lively and intelligent dogs, well known for their track sound on the trail. Dogs of the other line were slow in search, of strong build, and excellent in their use of nose. The background and breeding of these dogs could be traced for several generations. Appearance. Males should stand between 20.5 to 22 inches and females should stand between 19.75 to 21.25 inches at the withers. The weight ranges between 38 to 58 pounds, 17-26 kilograms, with the males being the larger of the two. Strong and harmonious build of medium size, showing balanced proportions with a lot of quality and elegance. In upright posture the dog displays flowing outlines with a horizontally carried, well-flagged tail. The dog should appear to be strong and balanced with a distinguished head. Its front legs are well feathered, the hind legs with breeches. The coat should be medium length, glossy, dense, and straight or slightly wavy. The dog's movement should be graceful and far-reaching. The coloration of the dog is large patches of brown on a ticked or solid white background. Distinctive character traits. Small Munsterländer are extremely intelligent, highly trainable and attentive. But they require careful and patient training. The trainer must be consistent and decisive so as not to provoke conflict with the dog. Both voice commands and gestures are used to train dogs in hunting regulations. The small Munsterländer often asks again and coordinates his actions with a guide during the hunt. They have a very strong prey instinct and love to reward their owner with a productive hunt. Munsterländer live a fulfilling and happy life if they are regularly engaged in hunting or long active walks and mental exercises. They are strong swimmers, especially when compared to other short-haired hunting breeds. Lack of regular physical and mental exercise can lead to undesirable behavior that is characteristic of highly intelligent breeds. The small Munsterländer is a happy, affectionate family pet, yet a very focused and controlled hunter in the field. They are not suitable for life in an aviary because of their sociability and human orientation. They need to live in a house with their family. Lesser Munsterländer often choose one person with whom they develop the closest bond, usually the person they hunt with, but also enjoy the company of the whole family. When they grow up with other pets such as cats, they can coexist peacefully with them. However, it is worth considering their strong prey instinct and the need for training. Health. Breeding organizations, responsible kennels and owners advocate for the health of the breed. Breeding programs are overwhelmingly very selective and do not use dogs without joint, vision, genetic disease, and temperament tests. As a result, cases of congenital diseases and genetic diseases are extremely rare. The breed is generally healthy with occasional problems other than dry skin in cold climates and otitis media from water in the ears after swimming. Price and how to buy. Depending on the purpose of the purchase, the cost of the puppy will differ. Offspring without the possibility of exhibition and further breeding costs from $1,500. If there are plans for future puppies as parents, then the price increases by 2 to 3 times. Show class puppies are even more expensive, and the price depends on the pedigree and what prizes were received by the parents of the puppies at various exhibitions. If you are looking for a show class puppy, then you need to contact the breeders registered in the Unified International Register of Breeders, where there is a guarantee of pure blood. In this case, a contract of sale must be signed, where all the circumstances are prescribed in order to avoid misunderstandings. Buying a puppy in unreliable places is a huge risk of getting a dog similar to small Munsterländer, but not being it. While the dog is small, it is difficult to understand how the puppy meets the requirements.